Do you need some speed cleaning motivation? Well, today you can speed clean my living room with me, which on the face of it looks clean enough until you look under the sofa and behind all of the furniture to where the dirt and the grime is lurking. So without further ado, I am Ree from mummyof4.com. Let's speed clean together. So the first thing I always do when I start any cleaning, any power hours, is to put on a load of laundry, because this is the ultimate multitasking. I am cleaning and the washing machine is cleaning, so twice as much cleaning is happening at once. And then by the time I finish cleaning, I can empty it out and put another load on, and you get the picture. So I'm going to put in a pod, put in some smelly things, I can never remember what they're called, scent boosters, and just get the washing machine on. Turn that on, once I've put some fabric softener in, turn that on, and then I will get on with my own cleaning as the washing machine does its cleaning. So we're going to clean today in my living room. And on the face of it, like I said, it doesn't look that bad. However, it is not as clean as it looks, I promise you, and I'm going to show you because it's pretty gross. As I'm doing yoga every morning, all I can see is under the sofa at all this disgustingness, but it's a big heavy sofa, it does not get moved much. So we're going to move it, but first we're going to tidy a few bits away. So Bella's left some bits in the lounge. I'm going to give those to her. Let's not even look at the state on the playroom, shall we? Oh no, look, we're not doing this today. Hi girlies, we're not doing the playroom today. Let's just walk away. Walk away, Ree, walk away. The lounge is on the agenda for today. So we'll put the lip balms and creams and things hidden away in the bathroom. And let's go and get the vacuum cleaner, because the dust, the tumbleweed, we're going to need to suck it all up out of the house. So where should we start today, guys? Where should we start? Okay, let's start with vacuuming the rug. This rug is good because it's nice and fluffy, but it's not so furry, it's not so hairy that you can't vacuum it anyway. Gosh, I can't speak today. You can't vacuum it. In the last house, we had a rug that was hairier than this and you could not vacuum it. It was such a pain in the bottom. So if you are purchasing a rug, just keep that in mind is my best advice to you. So I've taken the worst off the rug. We're going to deal with that again later. That's not the vacuuming of the rug that we're going to be doing. I just wanted to take the worst of it off. I've opened the door because I'm absolutely boiling already. It's August at the time of filming. It's the end of August. It is less than a week until we go on our Disney cruise. So if you do like Disney vlogs, follow me over on my Mummy of 4 Does Disney channel, and we will be going on a Disney cruise. But first, I've got to make sure this is clean and tidy. Now, can you see how much dust is on there? Yuck, 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 yuck. So we're just going to move all the stuff off. We're going to drag these calyx units out of the way. I never clean behind these, I've got to admit. It very rarely happens, but today it's happening. It's one of those let's move all the furniture days. Some days it's a clean around things kind of day. Some days it's just clean one room. Some days it's clean a little bit in every room. Today it's a clean behind everything in the living room. Can you see just to the left of the screen how much dust is under that sofa? The floor's a different colour. It's disgusting, but never mind. Okay, let's see if we can move this sofa. It's really heavy. Oh, slowly but surely, Ree. Yeah, excellent. Oh gosh, this is what was under the sofa. Can you see how thick that grimy dust is? It's absolutely disgusting. Okay, right, so we're going to need to vacuum it. Oh, I shouldn't have bare feet at this stage. I need to get my mop socks. Okay, let's vacuum the worst of it up, and then it's going to need a mop with my, I think I'll use my Vileda 1-2 spray because that thing's fab. But I'm definitely going to need some mop socks on my feet because otherwise you've got wet prints in all the stuff, the floor you've cleaned. So this is the state of the living room at the moment. Fun. Let's get the mop socks on, shall we? These, my teenager, who isn't home at the moment, but my teenager always makes fun of me for these, but they make me happy because my feet do not get, in all the muck on the floor, on the chemicals or the whatever it might be. So just to tell you, this is a clean cloth. Oh, I need some more of this as well. Need some more Method. The spray that I quite like at the moment. That's the pink grapefruit multi-surface. And I'm going to use, this is my Vileda 1-2 spray. So we're going to clean floors and skirting boards because they are both quite hanging and disgusting, to be honest. So we're going to stick the bottom thingy, I don't know what it's called, the pad, I guess, on the bottom. Now this, you can fill up this like spray thingy and the spray comes out the bottom, or this is the method, it smells like wild rhubarb, I think. It just smells like sweets, to be honest. So you can spray it like that using the trigger, or you can just grab the method stuff and just spray it directly on the floor. It's just whatever floats your boat, whatever works for you. So let's get cleaning. I've just got to move the sofa a bit, clean a bit, move it back a bit, clean a bit, and just kind of work around it. But this really is a job I don't do much because it's a bit of a pain to move the whole room around. So as you can imagine, it's disgusting. But every morning, I come down in the morning, I do either Pilates or I do yoga on the floor that in the middle of the floor is reasonably clean. And I look under the sofas as I'm lying on my stomach doing my exercise and think, yuck. Okay, let's see how bad these skirting boards are. How bad they're going to be, guys. How bad? Oh, not good. Not good. Bear in mind, that was a clean cloth. Oh, yucky, yucky, yuck. This one's difficult to clean because there's a funny little pipe thing on top of the skirting board. How gross is that? Pretty gross. It's like tumbleweed level amounts of dirt. We're going to need to grab the vacuum cleaner again because there's just so much muck. Oh, no. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I don't know how our house gets so dirty, honestly. I mean, okay, it's going to get dirty because I haven't cleaned behind the sofa for a while. But honestly, I feel like as quickly as I clean, there's dust again. Is it because there are just too many people? There are either 5 or 6 of us in the house all the time. Is it just the sheer amount of people? Am I just wiping up dead skin? That's gross. So I don't know. I mean, the main reason we don't have pets is because, well, I just about cope with 4 children and my husband. The responsibility of a pet as well would... Oh, that's my chair making a funny noise. Sorry about that, guys. That was a funny noise. The responsibility of a pet on top of keeping all these humans alive might just break me, but also all the extra cleaning. I mean, my family are messy enough as it is. Yes, I did just vacuum the flowers, the fake flowers. I did vacuum them because they were stinking. So yeah, this is the other way you can use the method stuff. You literally just spray it all over the floor. It smells divine. And then you grab your mop thing, wherever I put it, there it is. And just mop the floor directly. Now, the easiest way to make sure that the laminate is clean is to go in the same way as the grain. If I don't do that, it doesn't seem to clean as well. The only thing is you do have to let this stuff kind of dry. It can feel a bit sticky till it's fully dried, but it smells so good. So I am going to have to leave the sofa off the wall for a little bit just to let it dry out, and I certainly would have to let it dry quite thoroughly before putting a rug back down once I've done that section of the floor. So whoosh, 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 whoosh. Yay for the mop socks because my feet aren't sticky and making prints. Cool and sexy as they look. Do you have mop socks in your life? I will make sure that my mop socks are linked in the blog post to go with this video because I get asked about them all the time. Clearly, I'm such a style icon with my mop socks that people want them too. So if you also need a pair, the mop socks and all the other cleaning bits I'm using in this video will be linked down below in the blog post. There's always a blog post to go with my videos. So I get lots of people saying, where'd you get this? Where'd you get that? I try and link everything in the blog post, but always look for that blog post, which is generally either, or it's always in the description. I try to remember to put it in the cards and the pinned comment too. So we're just clearing off the sofa, taking off the scatter cushions, taking off the top cushions of the actual sofa. I don't know how dirty this is going to be. We don't really eat on the sofa. Well, the children don't eat on the sofa and the children don't think we do. Occasionally, shh, don't tell my children. Children, if you're watching, switch off now. Occasionally, myself and my husband do eat film snacks on the sofa. Popcorn, Maltesers, that would be the film snacks of choice. So just trying to, let's go on, boof, off you go. Bye-bye cushions, out the way. Need to vacuum the sofa. There you go, last one. This is quite hard to do with one hand and holding a camera, you know, quite hard. So let's get rid of all those cushions. Boof. They're all going to fall, aren't they? Yep. Yeah, there it goes. Woo! Slow motion falling. Okay, so all the cushions are in a big mess. I've made a big mess. Now let's vacuum. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, to be honest. There are just little bits of popcorn. If we let the children eat on the sofa, it would be much worse. As a rule, we tend to just eat by the dining table, partly because we tend trying to eat together as a family, and partly because it just contains the mess and it's less to clear up. So around the dining table area gets vacuumed several times a day because there's always 11 billion crumbs under it, and we use little handheld vacuum cleaners for that. So in here, food-wise, doesn't get too bad. The amount of fluff coming off this sofa, though, is insane. Like I said, we don't have pets, so is the fluff coming off us? Because we don't even have carpet downstairs in our house. I'm actually going to vacuum all the fluff off here as well. Yep, quite fluffy. We don't have carpet downstairs. We've got carpet upstairs and on the stairs, and we've got rugs downstairs. So where's the fluff coming from? The carpet is not brand new. It was brand new when we moved into this house 3.5 years ago now. Can you see the fluff on the edge of that sofa cushion? I'm not sure you can tell how much fluff it is on camera, but it's a lot. Anyway, so the carpet is now 3.5 years old, so it's not like it's brand new. So if anyone knows where the fluff is coming from in my house, please let me know so that I can put a stop to so much of it being in places fluff is not supposed to be, and then I wouldn't have to spend so much time doing stuff like this. Anyway, keeping going, vacuuming the cushions. This is not a frequently done job, but it always feels really good when it's done. I always feel quite pleased with myself, and I'm sure doing this frequently does keep the sofa nice, so I'm sure it'll make it last a bit longer. This sofa, I love it. We used to have it a different way round. Shout out if you have been here since we moved to this house. The sofa was a totally different way round, which didn't bother me at all because when we moved it was mid-lockdown and nobody came to visit because nobody was allowed because of the law. But then when we started having visitors, I realised that it felt like you were walking into the back of the sofa, and as lovely as the sofa was in the position it was for watching TV and snuggling, I'm fighting with this cushion by the way to reposition it because it's gone all strange. As lovely as the sofa was in the original position, it was odd for visitors coming. So we've moved it around. It was one of you guys in the comments actually that suggested we put it this way round. And people do say, oh, is it not ideal for watching TV? And no, it's not ideal for watching TV, but most of the time we spend in the living room isn't necessarily watching TV. So the room this way round, I do love. So it's time to put the scatter cushions back on. But while I do that, I'm going to talk a bit more about the sofa. When I bought the sofa, I wanted one that wouldn't end up looking out of shape. And I love the sofa, but I don't know if I bought the right one for that criteria, because the back cushions do have to I've got to take them off and punch them back into shape quite a lot. So if anyone's got any brilliant tips for keeping sofa cushions more in shape that are not take sofa cushions off, punch them a bit and put them back, because that's what I'm currently doing. That's my current method of dealing with the sofa. Punching the cushions back into shape. Like a little workout really. So we're now going to wipe the excessive amounts of dust off these calyx units. These calyx units were plonked here as a temporary measure, and they were plonked one in front of the other. It was never designed to be like this. That thing, by the way, is supposed to be a candle holder, and I use it as a remote control holder. Not that you really need a remote control holder, it just serves as a reminder to my family, put the remotes in here so we don't lose them. And it works, so we're sticking with it. Anyway, these used to be one next to each other, if you remember, underneath the TV. And then when I reconfigured the room, I put them one in front of the other as a temporary, it'll do measure. And actually the children use it as like a play surface space. So we've kept it for now because it works, and then it doubles the storage. It doesn't offend me. I could probably find a better solution, something that looks better, but it doesn't bother me. So for now, it's not a priority. So let's do a bit more vacuuming now that we've moved the sofas. Again, it's probably agitated and shaken some more muck out of the sofas. The sofas are now vacuumed, put back in their corner place. So let's vacuum the middle of the floor. And then we can spray and mop the middle of the floor. I did leave it a little bit of time, by the way, in between putting the sofa back. I made sure that the floor was pretty much dry. Although the sofa is slightly off the floor, so it's not as urgent to not move the sofa back as it would be. Like, I would want the floor to be bone dry putting a rug down. That's my yoga mat, which gets hidden behind the curtain in the corner of the living room, so I can do Pilates or yoga in the mornings without being like, where's my yoga mat? And if it's right there, it's one less excuse for me not to do a workout. So let's spray this floor with this divine smelling sweetie stuff from Method and wipe it over with my Vileda 1-2 spray. So I guess I'm not spraying with it, it's just a Vileda 1-2, I don't know. It does have the spray stuff in it, because I had the bottle out, I'm just spraying it directly on the floor. So that, I've probably overkilled this. I guess the benefit of using the spray is it dispenses a smaller amount of product, and I don't get too carried away and have to wait for ages and ages for it to dry. I'm now just using the vacuum sucker-upper hose thing, that's the official term, to get some tumbleweed bits that have escaped. So vacuum has gone out of the way, yoga mat back behind the curtain, buffet, I've just noticed before I put the buffet back, some more grim skirting boards. Ugh, yuck, 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 yuck. Okay, so the living room is not quite finished yet. I've got to put the rug back, but while the floor's drying, that'll do. So let's move on to somewhere else. What should we do next? The hall needs doing. The hall definitely needs doing. I'm not going to tackle my office today. I don't think I'm going to have time for that, but we are going to do the hall. And as I've got the spray out, I do want to do the rugs, and I want to pull them up, and I want to spray the floor. And then I'm going to show you a trick for how we get all the stuff out of the rugs. I'm going to do this in the lounge later. By vacuuming the back of the rug, it's like vacuuming the front of the rug, great, it brings out a fair amount of gunk. If you vacuum the back of the rug, it seems to just beat the rest of the dirt out, and then when you turn it over. And the one I noticed this on most with is the one, the mat by the front door that we wipe our feet on. Honestly, the disgustingness that comes out of that. Look at the floor now when I pick that up. So I'm just going to roll these out the way. Out the way you go. There we go. So we're going to do both sides of this because it's pretty gross. Look at that. That didn't come out. I'd already vacuumed the top, then I turned it over and all that came out. Ugh. Okay, so while I'm here, I may as well just do this teensy weensy bathroom at the end of the hall and just vacuum that, and we can do the floor in here as well. I might do a little mini bathroom clean. See how the time's going. Let's see how the time is going. Now, we just need to clean this corner, and then see that on slow motion. I sucked up all the toilet paper. Whoopsie. Don't do that. Now I'm going to show you my special dusting glove mitt thing, which is great for blinds. You just put it on and just clean them with your hand, and it just picks up all the muck. I'll show you at the end, but it's amazing how much easier this is, because you can get in all the crevices and things with your hand than actually just using a cloth. So like everything else, I shall stick the link to my special dusting glove. You can have cleaning items for your feet, your hands, everything. You've been kitted out from head to toe. I wonder which other wearable cleaning items we could have. Would there be a hat? Would it be, I don't know, something for else? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys. Are there any other cleaning wearables other than gloves and mop socks, obviously, which are essential for whenever I am cleaning. So there you go, that's the blinds, and you can tip them over, do the other side. I just find that is so much easier and quite satisfying, if I am honest. And tip them over and do the other side. I've got to say, blinds are another thing I don't clean often enough. I'm going to admit it right now. There are plenty of jobs in my house that I don't actually get to as often as I would like, and I tend to prioritize cleaning up after food. So we always try and make sure we reset the kitchen after every meal and reset the dining table after every meal. And then laundry, that's a huge priority, staying on top of that, because I feel very overwhelmed when that isn't done. So jobs like cleaning the blinds, there you go, look how gross that is. Cleaning the blinds get pushed to the back burner and they just don't get done as much as they should. So now let's do what I should have done earlier and, well, no, what I should have done is actually just waited to vacuum until after I'd done the blinds, to be honest, because I always try and work from high to low. Did you notice how I didn't suck up any toilet paper with a vacuum cleaner that time? And are you proud of me? I'm proud of me. So as you can see, I am a little heavy-handed when I use it like this, aren't I? I should just use it with the spray. Look, I'm still going. Reese, stop it. You've used enough. That's plenty. You don't need that much. Stop it. Step away. Put it down. There we go. Good girl. Okay, so you don't need that much. Just use the sprayer thing. You'll save money and you will save time waiting for your floor to dry. Because I always do go a bit heavy-handed when I've got those spray bottles in my hand, unfortunately. So just cleaning the floor, going in the same direction as the grain. And then we're going to go into the bathroom and do that bit as well. Hopefully the floor in the lounge is drying nicely and I'll be able to get the rug back down quite soon. I have left the door open, so that should dry off nice and quickly. Now, ideally, I would carry on through to the playroom and do the floor in there, but the floor in the playroom is covered by all the things my girlies have pulled out all over the place. So in order to clean the playroom, I'd first have to tidy the playroom, and they're currently using the playroom. So I'm just going to have to leave that for another day, and that is going to have to be okay. So let's wipe over the floor, and then before the floor, really, I should have done the sink, shouldn't I, thinking about it, but I'm going to have to do that now. I do wipe over the bathrooms pretty much daily as well. I don't give them a deep clean every day, but I always give them a quick wipe over. I keep cleaning products in the bathroom, so when I'm in there and I'm like, ooh, tap's looking a bit gross, I can just grab the stuff I need. I don't have to go to another room and then end up getting distracted by something else and forgetting to do it. I can grab the cloth there and then and give it a wipe over. So as you can see, I'm going over and over and over this, probably because I've used too much product. So less is more. Less is more when it comes to the stuff you don't need this much, and then you don't need to go over the floor this many times. Are we nearly done? Yes, we're nearly done. So this is the Method anti-bac all-purpose cleaner that I have kept in the bathroom, and then I use blue cloths to clean the bathroom as opposed to the pink ones I use for other areas in the house. So we're just going to spray some of this stuff all over to disinfect, and then we're going to grab the cloth, there it is, and wipe all around the taps. The taps get a bit gunky, kind of like tap snot all around. The worst bit they get it is, you know, when you can see that bit that is exposed when you lift the tap. That's the bit that gets gunkiest. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it does. The same bit behind it as well. If you follow that bit that, I don't know, the tap that covers and uncovers as it lifts. Not even sure if I'm making sense. And also around the bottom of the tap gets a lot of tap snot too. That's the bit that gets dirtiest in our house. Is the same for you, or do my family do something special to our taps? So just wipe over the toilet, and then we are going to go and put this cloth directly in with the dirty stuff. Go and keep wiping the seat, wipe the rest of it, and then I keep all our cloths and things that get washed hot and need kind of disinfecting all in one place, in a separate place in the laundry room to the rest of the laundry. And I know that all of that stuff goes in one load together, goes in nice and hot. I can choose to add extra like disinfectant stuff to it if I want to, and I know that things like cloths and towels don't get washed with fabric softener because they stop their absorbency, and that's where it gets put. Now I'm going to use a bit of hand sanitizer because I've just been touching the toilet before I touch anything else, although I'm going to touch the toilet brush and then have to use hand sanitizer again. So I'm going to use the toilet brush in the toilet, and then we're going to put a Zoflora, some down the toilet and some, there it is, Zoflora, my scent of choice being Linen Fresh, some down the toilet and some into the toilet brush holder. So next time I reach for the toilet brush to, you know, clean the toilet, it smells nice and it makes the toilet smell nice, and it is disinfected. So this hand towel is looking a bit dirty too. That can also go in and be washed nice and hot to clean off any germs. And let's put a nice, clean, fresh one in the downstairs toilet. So I haven't touched the shower, but we don't use the shower downstairs as much as the upstairs one. And that's the downstairs bathroom. Oh, nearly, because this has got to go away. There we go. Let's put the cleaning products away. So that's the cleaning products away, the bathroom looking pretty clean. Nearly forgot, my dusting glove also needs to go away as well, as does my sanitizer, and that one belongs on top of the washing machine. So let's plug the vacuum cleaner back in and do this little area by the washing machine. This leads out to the garden. It gets quite mucky. People leave their wet shoes here. So we're going to vacuum on top of the mats, we're going to vacuum under the mats, and then we're going to clean them off the floor. The other side of the calyx, just to the right of the screen, is my office, but I think I'm going to run out of time before tackling that. So doing something is better than doing nothing, and I'm better off thinking, yay, here's all I did manage to do. I did manage to do the living room. I did manage to do the hall and the downstairs bathroom, and I did manage to do this area, rather than listing all the things I didn't get to do. Because when you're a mum, there's always loads that you should do and you haven't done, and there's so many opportunities to beat ourselves up. And we need to avoid taking those opportunities to beat ourselves up, and instead we should be counting our wins and thinking, yay me, look at all I did manage to do today. And I am talking to myself as much as I'm talking to you right now, because it's, look, that's, by the way, just on a tangent, that's what came off the wiping your feet mat. See what I mean? Turning it upside down to vacuum the back makes such a difference. So let's now get this, oh no, overkill again, whoops, never mind. Okay, in future, I'll just use the spray thing rather than apply it directly on the floor, because I do use far too much. Okay, let's just do this little corridor. At least my office, even though it won't be actually cleaned, will smell nice. The floor in here in the meantime is now dry, so we're going to do the back of this rug. We're going to do the top of this rug, and then we can put it back in place. See how much muck it's managed to pull out by doing both sides of the rug. And then we'll put it back in place. Really, I should have done this thinking about it before I mopped the floor, but sometimes, you know, I forget. So anyway, let's vacuum the top of this rug, get it all back in place. And I've got to say, really happy with this rug. My husband wanted a new rug. We had IKEA ones in here, which were fine. And he's like, oh, I want a really fluffy rug. And I was like, well, get one by all means. Just, it's got to be able to be vacuumed. Otherwise, it's a nightmare that I have to deal with. So it didn't bother him because, you know, that's just not a problem that he thinks about. But it was going to bother me. And that was a really good compromise. I believe we got that big fluffy one from Dunelm. But equally, these ones in the hall, these IKEA ones, have been quite hard wearing and quite durable. They've been great. These little doormats for wiping your feet on, they go back in place. And these grey ones actually are machine washable. So this one doesn't need machine washing right now, but I could if I needed to. So let's just put the vacuum cleaner back on again, go back over the top of them again. Just make sure while the vacuum cleaner's out that it's all clean, and then I will be emptying the washing machine very soon as well, although I will admit I forgot to film that bit, so I just need you to know I did actually put more washing on in case you're worried. Can we just take a moment for how disgusting the bottom of my mop socks are? They need a clean for sure. In you go. And also the bottom of this. This is really soggy because I use so much product, but also look how dirty. Yuck, yuck, yuck. So this little area is now clean. Done. We've got the hall clean and done. Also the bathroom clean and done. And the living room too. So thanks you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my planner store. Check out my Patreon if you want early release content. And click on another video on screen which you may love. See you over there. Bye.